Stop number 2 at the Saratoga National Battlefield. Here we are at the Nielson farm. Right there's the Nielson house, the only remaining structure on the battlefield that was here at the time of the battle in 1777. So 249 years ago, folks, this structure was here. It's had additions made to it that have been taken off and redone in various places, but the majority of that is original architecture. Okay, so we're going to take a walk up there and we're going to show you the Nielson house. Okay, we're up top side here on the little hill that the Nielson farm is located on. The Nielson house is still here. As we look around here to the west and off to the east, you can see we're up on quite a little hill here, and this is why the colonists, this is why Horatio Gates and Benedict Arnold decided to entrench here. Get the higher ground. The higher ground is always important in any battle. You get the high ground, you can see. So you go over here to that road over there where the guys are bicycling. See how high we are here, and they can see what's going on 360 all around them, 360 degrees all around them. So they can fortify, which they've done. These white posts with the blue tops signify the American fortifications. And they encircled this entire hill, especially to the west and to the north, because they knew that the British were in the north coming down from Quebec, Canada. So they wanted to fortify. So we have to talk about here the best soldiers in America's Northern Army. We're talking about Daniel Morgan here and his Morgan's Rangers, 400 men that actually Philip Schuyler had requested to come up and help out with this northern campaign. Morgan's riflemen from Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, sharpshooters. They didn't use the muskets, they used rifles that were much better shots. Schuyler was relieved of his command shortly before the battle in July of 77, and then Horatio Gates became the leader of the Northern Army, and that's when Morgan's Rangers came. One of the Morgan's Rangers is credited with shooting Simon Fraser on the British side, Scottish general, one of only 2 generals killed during the entire American Revolution. The other one, his name was Agnew, and he was killed at the Battle of Germantown later on in the war. And we talk about here the first allies of the United States, and we talk about the Oneida Indians as America's first allies. And there's Philip Schuyler there. So we look back here, so you can see where even the Schuyler home's down in Stillwater here, Schuylerville. But up here in the Nielson farm, you can see how much, even where I'm standing, how much of an elevation that is to that headquarters of Benedict Arnold and Enoch Poor. Many major decisions were made between Benedict Arnold and Horatio Gates into what to do on September 19th and October 7th of 77. So again, we look out over the east side of the farm here, and Hudson River is about a half a mile that way. You can see why this was such an important ground on this hill as we keep going up, 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 and up. Of course, they built their headquarters on the knoll, on the very tippity top of the hill here. Very important. You get the high ground, just like at Gettysburg, Little Round Top. You gain that high ground, you can control. Excuse me. Bug or something. Yeah, you can control the high ground, control your enemy. And they knew that, and they knew by fortifying up here they would be able to take a look from all directions to see the enemy advancing on them, and they made the proper precautions and the proper adjustments to fortify their lines and to be able to combat what the British were doing. Now here we are. This is the Nielson house. Like I said before, the only remaining structure located on the Saratoga National Battlefield. Again, this was Enoch Poor's headquarters, as the marker over to the left here says, that stone marker there. But this is in fact actually Benedict Arnold's headquarters as well, as he had seniority over Poor.
Because this is pretty much virgin forest when they move in and start building their house. So they would have had, the large beams and stuff like that would have been very accessible from the local trees that they're cutting down. Yeah.
4-foot walls, basically, horizontal timbers. Was this a tree area back then though, or was it
Yeah.
field? Mostly field.
It would have been cooking fires. You've got to build this 2-mile long wall, so they're doing a lot of clearing and also clearing the sight lines for where they're defending. But it would have been mostly treed at that point. There would have been quite a few trees though that are, if you know the term girdled, where a tree is basically set up to die. There would have been a lot of trees like that because not just the Nielson, but the other farms in the area, we have records that a lot of the land was girdled trees that they were just waiting to cut down either.
So, Nielson Farmhouse. We're going to be heading down to stop number 3 here in a minute. I'll do another short video there, and we'll keep on keeping on here in Saratoga National Battlefield, one of the best battlefields to visit, in my opinion. It's beautiful here. It is busy today. There are a lot of cars, but it's spread out through a 9-mile tour road, and over that way is the Hudson River, and we're heading closer to stop number 7, the stop at Bemis's Heights, Raymond's Redoubt, and the Boot Monument. Stay tuned for that, but not quite yet. Stop number 3 is coming up.